Patrick, the first change here is that the government is giving out this money in a different way. It will now cover up to half the costs. In the past, the funding for these kinds of projects were split between the three levels of government equally, and that 16 million that you mentioned is part of the 12 billion that the federal government is trying to push out for what it calls shovel-ready projects. I was speaking to Charlottetown Mayor Clifford Lee, and he says there's a few projects already ready to go for that kind of money. So those projects include improving the water supply, sewer and water separation, buying new transit buses, and a roundabout at Belvedere and St. Peter's Road.
Okay, Crystal Lee, you mentioned transit there. What can Islanders expect?
Well, P.E.I. is getting $660,000 in funding for transit. That money is contingent on municipalities and the province also putting in the other half. Now, T3 Transit in the past has said that it would cost a couple $1 million to update the fleet. But when I was talking to Mayor Clifford Lee, he said that this is a good start, this funding, and that maybe there could be smaller vehicles if there's a limited budget.
And what about housing? What did you find out there?
So across the country, $30 million is going out for a specific program for social housing over 2 years now. The program is going to serve 5 provinces across the country, including here on P.E.I. And when I was speaking with the MP for Charlottetown, Sean Casey, he was saying there's about 8 or 9 groups here on the island that would be eligible for that funding. And he said one of them is the Charlottetown Housing Authority.
Now, a lot of funding in this budget for the arts. How will that affect P.E.I.?
So ACO is getting $16 million that arts groups and municipalities can start applying for right now. This money is for renovating or expanding arts or cultural infrastructure, and this is all a part of the celebration of the 150th anniversary of Canada.
Okay, the CBC's Crystal Lee Ramlakan tonight. Thanks a lot for this.
You're welcome.